Grand Rising, good evening YouTube, it's Chasz.Holmes and I'm back on this beautiful blessed day with a brand new video for you all. In today's video, I'll be going over how you can figure out if a house is a deal or not, and I don't want to waste any of y'all's time, so let's get right into the video. I'll be talking about the major things you need to take note of to make sure the house that you're interested in is a deal before you go and close on it. Think about everything that you need to get it back on the market at a higher value so you can make a profit. And the subject house for today's video will be my upcoming fix and flip in December, so we'll go through this and see how we saw this as a deal and how you can see other houses as deals too and close on them, get them under contract and get ready to working on them. A good sign that a house is probably a deal is seeing the original price higher than the current list price, so that means they dropped the price and they're more willing to sell most likely. You also want to look at the days on market. Days on market tells a lot, because if it's a fresh house that's only been on the market for 1 to 2 weeks, the seller probably isn't willing to go a lot under the list price and most likely won't cut you a deal on the house so you can be in it for a deal. So you always want to look for days on market, usually over 50 days. That's when the sellers are most likely like, okay, I want to get this house off me. It's been sitting for a minute. I want to sell it. I want to get it gone. So you can send over those lower offers that they most likely will take a stronger look at, rather than a house that's only been on the market for 1 to 2 weeks. Looking through the pictures, you want to first take note of the roof, and you also want to be wary of the HVAC system, because those are the two biggest expenses when you're looking to repair a house. So if the roof and the HVAC are good, you'll probably be good and won't have to spend a whole lot on repairs unless the house needs a whole new renovation on the inside, which this one needs a lot of work, but I wouldn't say everything needs to be brand new. You know what I'm saying? The roof is good. From the picture that we saw, it was a little blurry, but it looked good. Needs new flooring, new paint on the inside, new vanity, new door, paint, new lighting fixtures. Y'all can see, enlarge the picture a little bit. But looking through the pictures, there isn't any major repairs that need to be done. Like flooring, you know, that'll cost a good bit. New paint, that'll cost a good bit, but nothing, you know, out of the ordinary. No fire damage, anything like that. So if a house is looking like it just needs some paint, some new fixtures, you know, those are the basic things. And with a house that came down from the original price by over 100,000, you know, those two repairs, you know, could easily be done. Now you see the basement is unfinished. Don't really have to finish it. You could leave it how it is, but if we were to finish it, that would cost a lot, but it will also bring up the value. We don't plan on finishing the basement. Definitely needs interior paint throughout, new flooring. Got a big backyard, that's good. Okay, so looking through the pictures, you know, it's a big house. It needs repairs, of course. The roof is fine, which is good. The HVAC, you know, we went to a showing, so we know it's good, but if we didn't go to that showing, we would probably want to schedule a showing to make sure the HVAC is good as well. Nothing major, like I said. The biggest expense will probably be interior paint and flooring. So now that we looked at the pictures, we looked at the days on market, list price, and how it's looking on the inside, now we want to pull up sold and active comps to really get an understanding of how much this house will be worth once we're done fixing it up. And once we do that, we can go back and estimate repairs and everything that will need to be done on the inside and outside of the house. When pulling up comps, you want to use the neighborhood, aka subdivision, and you want to put in a county so you can get a small range and don't have a broad range when looking up your home, and you can get the closest comparison to your house. You also want to look up under contract and sold, so you do active. And then once you look at the actives, you do under contract and sold. And I would say go back 5 to 6 months, so you're not way back and the market is kind of, you know, the same as it currently is, instead of a market a year ago, which can be completely different and have completely different sold prices. So go back 5 to 6 months, look at those, look at the actives, look at the solds, and then get an estimate, which you can do in the MLS through quick comps. You can get a median price and median sold price and days on market and all of that stuff, so you can get a really thorough analysis on how much your home is worth after repair value. Now that we pulled up sold and active comps, we can see all of these houses look like they're renovated well. You know, none of them are distressed. So this is an accurate after repair value. You can see we got one newly listed for 320, and it's a 3.2. So we got a 3.2 newly listed for 320. How much do you think a 5.3 newly listed would be? Go to the quick comps real quick. Now, like I said, our house was a 5.3, and all these other houses are 4.3s and 3.2s, 3.2.5. So our house is bigger than all these houses. Like I just showed y'all, there was a 3.2.5 that just got listed for 320. So us having a 5.3, you know, 2 bedrooms, that's about 10K each. So 20K to 320 puts us about 340. Then you also want to consider in that there are other houses 4.2s that sold 1,324. Is one on the market for 399, and our house is bigger. So if we price it less than that, that's already making us more competitive than them, and also giving us competition on the 3.2 because we're offering more size, and the list price won't be too much over if we list about 350 to 360. Now let's go back and look at the house and see what repairs we need to do and get an estimate on the repairs needed. Like we said earlier, it doesn't need a new roof, which is good. Garage door is good. Driveway may need to fix up some of these little cracks, if y'all can see by the pictures. Probably need to cut this tree back in the front, as you can see it's engulfing the house. Cut both of these trees back so we can open it up more, get it more appealing curb appeal. Probably want to take the carpet off the stairs, new LVP throughout, LVP in here, probably new lighting fixture, maybe new wall paint, new LVP, whole new kitchen basically, new vanity in the bathroom, probably new paint in this room, yellow paint, no bueno, new lighting fixtures, take everything down in this room, new lighting fixtures, boom boom boom, new lighting fixtures, new paint on the walls, new faucet fixture, new vanity probably most likely, new toilet, new lighting fixture, probably new paint on the double vanity, new faucet fixtures, maybe new paint in the bathroom, maybe granite countertops, not touching the basement, we already went over that. And what else? Interior paint. Yeah, and that's about it. Now let's get to the estimate on repairs that are needed for this house. So after going over everything that is needed to be done for this house, I'm coming up with an estimate on repairs of about 40 to 50,000. Now we got this house under contract at 218. Like I said, we went over the comps and we're thinking about ARV 345 to 360K. Maybe it could be a little bit higher. 345 I feel like is a strong, minimum price. I feel like we could definitely sell at that, especially with the 3.5 that's listed for 320,000. So taking all that into consideration, 40 to 50 plus 218, this puts us around 260, 265 in repairs, maybe 270. Still got almost a 80,000 to 80,000 to 90,000 profit gap after the repairs. So that's a pretty good deal. It sounds like a pretty good deal to me. I don't know about y'all. Maybe y'all want extreme profit margins, but for the the average investor, most investors are looking of a profit margin from at least 40 to 100K. So we're definitely on the higher side of that range, which is very good. And let me know what y'all think. Did I analyze this deal well? Did you see how I went through the house, saw what needs to be done, and got an estimate of the repairs? Now, just looking at the pictures and coming up with estimates like that, it doesn't happen like this. It's taking time for me to learn how much repairs cost, especially through my first investment property. That's really giving me some, knowledge to stand on and really know what most things should cost and come up with after repair values for these houses. Now, this house should be looking real nice. Like I said, 40 to 50. It's going to take a pretty good amount for the renovations, but we're going to have this looking nice. And trust me, this one is going to be going fast. And I'm gonna document every step of the way, so make sure y'all stay tuned for that. That's it for today's video. I hope anybody watching got some valuable information out of this with real estate investing and how to see deals and how to analyze deals just online. And even if you want to go in person, I have some previous videos for that. But also, if you're interested in real estate investing and learning more about real estate investing, make sure to check out my Patreon, link down below, where I go over some exclusive coaching on how to see, analyze deals. And if you're interested in getting your real estate license, because I'm a licensed agent myself in the state of Georgia, I go over how you can get your real estate license and the steps to do that as well. Make sure to also check out the other links down below for my socials, my contact info, my Depop shop, my first fix and flip, which is under contract. Got a sold video coming soon. The closing keeps getting pushed back, but we're set to close next Friday. So if we don't close next Friday, I will let you all know. A like and subscribe means a lot. Comment down below what y'all thought. Stay growing, stay learning, stay blessed by the best, and I will catch you all in the next one. Peace.